Bhubesi Pride is a charity organisation run by a former South African rugby player who has raised funds to promote the game throughout Africa.
After 6 months of project preparation following our Year 1 initiative, 2013 project work began in mid-January at the outdoor show at Excel London, with key partners training expertise and Equip Me, who would also join the team a week later for extensive pre-expedition training in Ascot. Key activities and discussions here included the clarification of aims, roles and responsibilities, vehicle use and maintenance, first aid and incident management, as well as how to keep safe and healthy throughout.
Following our international flight to Addis Ababa, Bhubesi Pride's 2013 team very quickly threw themselves into interacting with the local people and embracing their new environment. After a couple of logistics-focused days in Ethiopia's capital, the guys at last got behind the wheel and headed south towards their first school visits, where they would engage with key school staff for project coordination and delivery in Adama.
For project longevity, we're trying to create an atmosphere where we're empowering the local staff so that they can carry on the programme, and then we're really trying to add in some VUCA principles, those principles of teamwork and ethics, and give them that opportunity to reproduce them outside of the rugby pitch. It's great.
The week culminated in a Rugby for All themed day, including skills games, refereed matches and celebrations to recognise school involvement, staff participation and the identification of young leaders as role models. Though sad to leave, the team were lifted by an inspirational first week of rugby in Africa, ready to take on their first full overland leg of the journey, including the notorious 300-kilometre stretch from the Moyale border.
Arrival into Nairobi saw the team make detailed preparations for community work with strategic partner G4S. They went on to spend a morning at Alive and Kicking, an NGO close to Bhubesi Pride's heart, followed by meetings with 2 Nairobi rugby clubs to discuss co-coaching, relationship building and long-term rugby development.
And everyone's working together to try and promote rugby and see it grow, but also see it as a way of focusing on more important life skills and obviously the values of the game. It's a real privilege to be working with SA Rugby Legends Association. One of the things that was a real draw for me was their Sustainable Rugby League, VUCA Rugby. And obviously we want to try and replicate that as best we can in Africa.
After a weekend's rest and review, Monday morning began with a welcome assembly at the Banda School, before the team travelled to the edge of the Kibera slum for the start of their mixed gender rugby programme at Shadrach Kimmel School.
The kids seemed very enthusiastic, there was lots of smiling faces. I think that they all thoroughly enjoyed it, and judging by the number of questions afterwards, they certainly seemed keen on what we're doing.
On a large hand-cut school pitch, Bhubesi Pride's coaching team delivered fun rugby sessions alongside G4S Kenya staff who provided unique health and safety education seminars.
They have been taken through health and safety, they've been taken through HIV and AIDS, simple things like washing their hands before eating, after going to the toilet. I'm sure going forward, this is a place we will obviously want to come back to because of the link that has already been created.
We also welcomed the involvement of Brook House students from the school hosting the team and players from the Kenya Sevens national rugby team.
Yeah, it's an eye-opener. It's nice to be a part of. I mean, these kids, you just want to see them enjoying their time and hopefully learning something from it, whether it's you know, a new sport or teamwork or like the education side of things that you've linked up alongside it, which is brilliant to see. You know, I think it's important that you try not to focus too much on the things that you can't change, but while you're here, you can make a difference to you know, certain people just in that one day.
The week finished with a 3-station tournament where students could play, support their peers and quiz G4S staff on career pathways. Given the challenging environment, the volunteering teams pulled together to exceed initial expectations, expanding on our Unite, Empower, Inspire methodology.
We look forward to bringing you more from Bhubesi Pride's travels throughout the continent.